Oh my gosh, people, I'm so sorry. Like, it's really giving me a hard time. Like, it's almost as if it didn't want me to talk about this situation. It's JJ saying the situation. But I do apologize. This is Chaz Z. Wormington, aka All That Chaz, aka Lupus Slayer, coming to you guys live. Let me make sure that it didn't throw it off on this side. Let's see. Okay, make sure, making sure. Yeah, I see my fingers. I'm sorry. Wow. Well, let's try this again, people, huh? So we're talking about the a tweet that Twister posted berating Gobourey Sidibe for no reason. She didn't do anything to him. You know, she doesn't bother anybody. So when he posted this tweet, so called himself berating her, um, it only made him look stupid and look bad because she didn't deserve to be treated that way. Like she didn't do anything. She doesn't bother anyone. And there's this great overall negative energy of great disrespect towards melanin women, especially dark skinned melanin women, is gotten worse over the years. Um it's like every time I turn around, I'm seeing a video of a melanin man degrading melanin women, say they don't want to be with a melanin woman, that we're mean and we're loud and we this, and the thing about it is they are so loud and they are just as ghetto as they claiming melanin women are. They're cursing up a storm. They smoking ganja. Some of them like don't even work. You know, they living off their mom or their sister or their girlfriend, or they out here doing this money laundering. And y'all keep on doing that fake susus, thinking y'all finna get away with it. They going after the big apples first. They're going after the big ones. But believe you me, in due time, they're gonna come after y'all because look how long they was following um Casanova. Look how long they was watching him. They was watching this man for several years, following all his electronical data and everything. They monitored this man, I think, from like 2015. It's probably even longer than that, further back than that, maybe 2014. But I know since 2015 they've been watching him. They just started bringing charges against this man for racketeering, for the RICO, for that RICO law. They just start bringing charges against him. So you guys thinking y'all getting away with doing all that crazy stuff while you trying to degrade melanin women and riding around in y'all scat pat Hellcats and all of these other, fast vehicles? Believe you me, every dog have they day. Give dog enough rope, it'll hang itself. And y'all about to dang on hang and choke. So when Twister decided to compare Gobourey to the model Burgos. Bernice Burgos, I love this. Women, melanin women especially. I really need you all to hear this clearly. When melanin men, or any man for that matter, try to pin you against another melanin woman, particularly against another melanin woman, you stand your ground and you don't allow him to use you for his amusement and use you as a whoop stick or as a derogatory tool to beat down and tear down another melanin woman. Because let me tell you, the same way he did that to this woman, how Twista did this to Gay out of the blue for no reason at all. The same way he'll, men like that who do stuff like that, they'll turn against you eventually. And then they're going to have a melanin woman doing you the way he's trying to get you to do to another melanin woman. Excuse me. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. That's why I don't understand why women would fight other women over a man. I don't care if she did know about the relationship. She wasn't the one in the relationship. She wasn't the one that made that commitment to you. He did. He was the one that made that commitment to you. And you got to think about it. Why he even those who marry, why even go that route if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do? You're not going to do the right thing. Just leave her alone. Let her be. But what happened is too many melanin women have made it very easy and convenient for melanin men to do that. And I want to get into that a little bit. Just bear with me because melanin men have this habit of feeling comfortable degrading us. So when he did that, Gay, she's very sophisticated. She's very soft-spoken, and I love how her clapback be. She'd be very sarcastic, and at the same time, she'll cut you. Like, I mean, you're going to bleed bad when she do it too. She's like, wow, uh, mm, gee, Twista. I was like, I only like you, as a rapper. I forgot about in 2005, but good luck with option B. And anybody who know how she talks, especially if you've heard her in her interviews and stuff, she's a very sarcastic, smart mouth female. This woman has a very sassy mouth. Okay. And she has confidence out of this world. I love her confidence. I love her self-esteem and her self-will. Regardless of how many melanin men have constantly tried to tear this woman down. Like since she was in that movie Precious, all kind of memes and all kind of jokes. Everybody got something to say, mostly men. It's like her main attackers were melanin men, just degrading her, putting her down for no reason because of her size, because of her complexion. She's playing a role. So yeah, she's supposed to have that image, that look. She's supposed to have that rough look like that, you know? And so it's just the fact that she was degraded so badly just solely because of the color of her skin and her size is really bothersome to me because it's not even just her size and her complexion. Because if that's the case, then melanin men who do this, and understand this is only for the melanin men who do this. If you're not guilty of it, then you don't need to be trying to clap back or trying to be on the defense. Well, women do it too. But women are sorry. It wasn't a woman that tweeted this image and this meme of Gay and the model Bernice Burgos. That's why I'm addressing men because it was a man who did it, a melanin man. So if you got a problem with it, you need to take it up with Twista. Because if he would have did what he did, and I wouldn't have anything to do a commentary on regarding this situation with him degrading a melanin woman. So don't try to get sassy with me and get all in your feelings and your emotions and stuff. And don't deflect off of what melanin men who do this is doing to melanin women. Don't try to deflect it. Don't try to justify it. Don't try to defend it. Y'all have to stop doing that. Women too, melanin women, stop defending these melanin men who treat us melanin women like we're nothing. Stop defending them. Stop justifying. They're not the only one that have hard times in society. We have it worse in society than they do, even though it comes in different ways. And we're going to get on that too. So just hang in here with me. But she clapped back in a really nice and classy way. And I love the way she did that because, it's pretty much she just chopped them at the knees. Like, dude, like, shut it up already. Um, okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. Let me see. I wonder why did it start on this one. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why it kept showing two and it kept saying Gabriel. Honey, I want to choke StreamYard. We're gonna have some talks, okay? Because that's who I'm streaming to. StreamYard. We're gonna have some talk. And it's so amazing how all the times that I've had did have done a stream, this is the very first time that it's done this. It's like every the technical issue stuff shutting down as almost like it didn't want me to do this, but I'm gonna do it. So fuck that. And thanks to everybody who's watching. But women for no reason, and have the audacity to put us down. You can also message if you want. You can leave a comment, rather should I say, you can leave a comment. I can actually see your comments. So this is Twista. This is the one who so called himself degrading gay. And if you can see, he's not no looker at all. He's like but ugly as hell. He's always been ugly to me. I never liked him. He probably don't even care anyway because he's like, who are you? And I'm like, who are you? You know, who are you? Whatever. You know, I'm a human being just like you. I was made by the same creator as you. So who the hell are you? If you asking me who are me, who the hell are you? People cracking me up with that because they got a status, baby. Don't get too high on your horses, okay? Because the universe will chop you down real quick, will pull that rug from up on you real quick. It's been happening. You better pay attention. It's been happening. And it's going to continue to happen. So, you know, don't get too cocky about it. But yeah, this is the little evil prick who had the audacity to talk smack about Gabe. And as you see with that cigar in his mouth, like he's real comfortable having a penis stuck in his mouth, like he's probably an expert in that. He probably could teach us women, you know, a little tricks or two of how to suck a penis because he's he got that mouth perfectly wrapped around there. I mean, you don't see no space or anything. So, you know, he's probably a little experienced. You know, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. So, in here, okay, now we're gonna go with melanin. I wrote down some of the melanin men, dark. Most of these, all of these melanin men are dark skinned and melanin men, and I specifically chose the dark skinned ones because they have their audacity to really just be so just unmercifully insulting. And I'm like, dude, all of y'all are raised by dark skinned melanin women, with the exception of Twista, you know, and God rest his mama soul. I think she passed away, if I'm not mistaken, March of this year. If the, you know, if that's the right Miss Patrice that I'm thinking about, if that's the right one, then my condolences, to him and stuff. That they and knowing how we as women we deal with, he shouldn't even want to be trying to put down a woman anyway. Like, dude, if you just lost your mom March of this year, the last thing you need to be worried about is some woman, how she looking and her skin complexion, her size. Dude, breathe, deal with your grief in a more constructive way, and don't be venting it out your emotions on other people, whatever. So, but this person right here, I don't know what to say about this thing. This is Kodak Black, Kodak Black with his ooga booga and Spike, the gremlin looking ass, had the audacity to say that he doesn't like black women. We ups real bad because like me like to listen. I never listened to him, but I was remembering, some because I with me being entertainment, I hear stuff. You're going to see things go through TMZ, through Shade Room, through the news, through social media, World Star. You're going to hear things and see things. So that's how I really learned about him. I was like, he said, "What about melanin women?" I'm like, boy, do you see how dark you are? What you mean you don't like in terms of dark skinned? um, black women are too gutter. Dude, look at you. You in the gutter. I mean, like you under the gutter, under the damn trash can, on the street gutter, under the dumpster gutter, down in the sewer drain, up under the scum and the residue and the mold and the mildew gutter. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I know these men have to own mirrors. It's not even about even if they look good because the next one that I'm going to bring up. Well, let me see. Yeah, the next one I'm going to bring up. He actually is a very attractive melanin man who blames melanin women for his choice to date outside of melanin women. No, it isn't us. You're doing it because you want to. You feel like it's some kind of status quote for you. And you just don't, you look down on us as melanin women. And I hate, first and foremost, let me just say this melanin women are the most unprotected. We have always been the most unprotected human beings on this planet. Always. We've always been the most unprotected. You can have people come from any other nation and country here. We, as melanin women, especially those who are born and raised in the United States and are labeled and considered African American, are so disrespected, so degraded for no apparent reason by melanin men. And it just needs to stop. Let me get his ugliness off there because I know you guys was like, can y'all please stop? And then, he used to date this beautiful young lady, young Miami, for city girls. I'm like, dude, you had this gorgeous woman. I'm like, is it salt on the wound for you? That's what it is. That's why now you hate melanin women, or you hated melanin women even before you start dating her. Like, what is your deal? Like, you a hypocrite because you say you don't like melanin women, but yet still you date this beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous woman. And girl, don't you ever date nobody like that again. You hear me? I'm gonna whip you, your pretty self. Too beautiful. Let no man try to tear you down. The hell with him. Ooh, this tea is good. Ah, made it just right. But anywho, moving along. So, oh, but yeah, he had their that's to try to degrade melanin women, and I'm like, boy, bye. We don't care. They can have you. If you don't want us, we're good. Bye. Y'all can have them. Other people, other nationality, other race, group of people. Y'all can have him. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's part Haitian, or he really just tripped me out because like I'm part Haitian and I know how it is, with Haitians, the culture there in Haiti, when you go to Haiti, as it's so different. So for him to come out of that kind of gut, that's gutter living in a lot of parts of Haiti, unless you just have money. If you don't have money, you're going to be living in the slums, okay? First and foremost. And so he can't talk about gut just because you were one of the fortunate ones that made it to America and was able to escape, that type of hard life and Tetris lifestyle and life does not mean that you're better than anybody, baby. You're not. Put you on a banana boat, see you back, whatever. Now, this second person who blamed melanin women, I couldn't even find an ugly meme for him because he's not ugly. He's good looking. Tay Diggs. Even though he's real good looking, I don't have no respect for him because he blamed us for his excuse of going out and dating outside of melanin women. Stick your dick wherever you want. Just don't blame us for it. You do it because you want to. His excuse is how he was being treated by melanin women. Man, don't you know how much abuse we as melanin women get all the time from melanin men for no reason? And it be melanin men we don't even damn know. Like we can't even if we go to the grocery store, if we ignore a cat call, we get cussed out, we get called all kind of degrading names. We this, we a bee, we a hoe, we a slut, we a stanky this, we a nasty that. I mean, like that verbal abuse that a lot of guys gives melanin men, melanin men gives to us as melanin women when we don't bow down and kiss their ass. Are you kidding me? Boy, bye. That how convenient of an excuse, right? But I can't really say too much. I can't say he ugly or whatever. This day, you know, his head look like a milk dug with that bald head and stuff like that. But he still got a nice smile and everything. But guess what? If you ever get in trouble, don't be looking for us to support you, dog, because you know you walked out on us. We're not good enough for you, remember? So, you know, good luck. Hopefully, you'll have a whole crew of non-melanin people to be there. And God forbid anything come up, any kind of sexual accusations, anything that come up from years later, like it did with R. Kelly and with Bill Cosby, and you know all these other, you know, what's that Winehouse guy was still out there doing whatever he wanted to and stuff, and nobody said nothing. They had concrete proof that he was doing stuff, but they didn't do anything to him. But yet they lock up R. Kelly and Bill Cosby. So whatever. So that look, while you talking, since you don't like us, remember, remember, all it takes is for you to say no one too many times, and you're going to be having a charge too, a sexual assault, rape, and all of that stuff. Don't. I'm leaving it alone. Okay, so now this next person that I just want to slap is Patrick Patterson. Look, man, if you want to have a white wife, happy life, happy wife, whatever, more power to you. But my thing is, you wait till you go to Canada. All of a sudden, you go to Canada, and now you don't want to be with melanin women, and that melanin women are bulldogs because you know you tried something new, and now that you're gonna try something new, now you think you all that, and then some. You think you all that now, right? But guess what? I guarantee you, if push come to shove, you're going to be sitting up there looking real stupid when you find out where you know where your loyalty runs. You're an NBA player too, dog. It's so easy for y'all to get caught up in some sex scandal. It's really easy. Don't be looking for us melanin women to help you because remember we're bulldogs. That's what you said, you know. That were those were your words. We're bulldogs. See, this is what you stated, Pat. You said so. I should settle. And then that's the thing. Even just that one word before you said even bulldog, settle. What you mean settle? We are as melanin women are are the strongest women in the USA. Okay, in Africa, in the Caribbean, we are some of the strongest women. And I mentioned those particular nations because that's where we predominantly are in those regions, those nations. You know, we have babies on our back doing plaster, laying cement and doing and fixing ceilings and stuff. Hell yeah, we tough like that. We tough like that. So settle. So being with a melanin woman now, since you got a lot of money, is settlement for a bulldog. And now we're a bulldog. We're bulldogs. Okay. I act like I'm happy with my life and preach. Keep it in your race to the world as if Dr. King didn't fight, die for equality, acceptance, all cultures loving one another, and no hate, no thanks. That may be your life, but I don't want that for mine or my family. Color doesn't matter. Wake up. And I got something for his ass. Don't worry, y'all know I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. And I got to show you the pictures. This is him up here with his mom and his dad, both dark skinned, beautiful chocolate people, enriched melanin people. We're, there it's us melanin people that supported you and got you to where you at. But we're not good enough. Kodak Black, this is mom. This is a dark skinned melanin woman. There one he said he don't like dark skinned melanin women, right? This is a dark skinned melanin woman out here crying her behind out, heartbroken over him being arrested. But let him tell it, he don't like melanin women. His take is his mom. I don't know where his dad is, but he had the audacity to not like melanin women as much as we sacrifice for our melanin men. We sacrifice a lot for our melanin. So, with that said, I really don't appreciate him, you know, trying to blame us. Because if that's the case, he blames his mom too. Because she's smelling it. She may be light skinned, but she's smelling it too. Excuse me. She doesn't. They're not going to check her or see her as white, Caucasian, European Caucasian, just because she's light skinned. They're going to look at her like you're black. They just put us in a category. It don't matter what island, what region we from, what part of the Africa we from, what properties. As long as we are melanin, we're black, and that's all they see. So let's not get that twisted. All right. So the next idiot that we have. So let me just elaborate on him, on Patrick. Okay. So Patrick Muppy, his old Fonzo Muppet face, sick, mangled up, slow Loris, looking behind himself, had the audacity to say that he settled. First of all, when you say you settle, it's like, oh well, I don't have no other options. I don't have no other choice, so I just take what I can. That's the attitude. And then bulldog. Well, let me tell you one thing about a bulldog. A lot of people love bulldogs. They're a symbol for the Georgia Bulldogs. And guess what? A bulldog is iconic. They have statues of bulldogs in the world, in Europe and in different parts of the world, that they have statues of bulldogs. Where's your statue? So call us a bulldog, baby. I'm statue. Guess what? Status, baby. Status right here. Uh. Now, what really got me though, you know, it's like if he didn't feel like he did anything wrong, because the reason that came up because what happened is you know, posted on Twitter about, congratulating his wife on the anniversary and everything, and he shared his sentiments and affection, being very affectionate with her, and that's all good, beautiful. You should. That's your wife. However, people start clapping back on him because of the fact that it's like both males and females, and I will say that actually most of the people that was going off on him were males. Was surprisingly melanin males. They were telling him like, dude, you got money now, so now you are like, melanin women, black women. They say black women. You see now, black say was like, act like black women not good enough for you no more. Like, man, it was black women who that always be holding us down and stuff. That's another reason I knew it was about black women like holding us down. So they was, a lot of people was going off on him about it and stuff because it's like you act like there's no melanin, like there's no black women good enough for you. Like we're no good. And to degrade melanin women like that is just beyond ridiculous. But let me tell you, the part where blew me was when he had the audacity to quote a part of a statement from the legendary Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, about equality. He knew exactly what the Dr. Martin Luther King meant by that, and the fact that he obviously took it and to try to use it to justify what he's doing shows that there's within him a real deep sense of regret or disappointment or shame some way, which you should be. I mean, you love who you love. But my thing is, when you particularly pursue a particular group of people solely because they're not the same of the same group as you, then that says that you are ashamed of yourself and you have self-hatred issues. And that's all that really is. These men have self-hatred issues, low self-esteem, have emotional issues. They probably have mama issues. Who knows? But they definitely have some serious issues. Now, um, when the late Dr. Martin Luther King statement about equality, regardless of nationality, creed, and or race, it had nothing to do with marrying interracially, but about the systematic inequalities that were intentionally established to exclude melanin people and give us a very high advantage economically, financially, educationally, medically, architecturally, which includes real estate, in obtaining success overall. Success, just live a successful life overall. That's what he was meaning by that because Patrick knows good and damn well we were treated like we were nothing. Our ancestors were beaten. They were forced into slavery, a lot of them, even the ones that was already here, because not every melanin person was from Africa. There's a lot of indigenous Americans, but the thing is, as you notice, that when they do mention the Indians, they always just show the lighter complexion ones, the ones that are lighter. They don't show the ones that are dark like me or darker than me, because they want us to think that all Indians are light complexion, and anybody that came from that all dark skinned people came from Africa, or and was spread out in different countries like the islands and the Caribbean and South America and stuff, and then we found our way here in the United States, and that wasn't the case. It was a lot of indigenous um, Indians here, Choctaws, the Black Hawk, um, the what, I can't even pronounce it. I ain't better Wahoo. Okay, I'm not saying that word because if I say it, it's gonna sound real perverted, and then y'all gonna be like, "Ooh, she up there being a super freak, she's super freaky." Yeah. Okay, calm down. All right, get focused, girl, get focused. But yeah, Pat, whatever, grow up. Now, moving along to another melanin, dark skinned melanin male who says that he does not like African American women. He said he does not want African American women. He's not attracted to African American women. And that person would be Offset. More like offline. I mean, like seriously, like something's seriously wrong with this kid, okay? Like his mind, he's a user, he's an emotional abuser, and he loves the power that he has over Cardi. And when, you know, when you ask in his interview, once this interview he had, when they were asking him about Cardi, his relationship, and what drew him to her, and why he chose her, he never talked about anything about her as a particular person. He mainly was talking about her career, like how, because she was like, he said that she's a hustler like him. She came from the bottom like him. She built up and all this stuff, and he respects her grind and her hustle. Okay, but what about her character as a person? Like, what about is her comicalness, because she's very comical. She's hilarious as hell. What about that? What about her sense of humor? What about her gentleness with you? What about her, you know, her being a loyal person? What about her being willing with all of the infidelities that you have imposed upon her, that she is loyal to you, and you see this and you're taking advantage of it? Like, you say you don't like African American women. You know why? because he know that we won't take that issue. Not too many of us. Some will be stupid enough to do it because let's just be realistic. So let me rephrase that. Some of us will not do it. The younger ones might do it because this is outset. People get caught up in who a person is in their careers and in their public figure status and who they are in society, but they don't see who that person is as a actual person, as an individual, without the fame, without the money, without the success. Who would he be? Who is he without all of that? And if he's showing you this is how he is with it, to be disrespectful and degrading and saying he doesn't like um that he doesn't like African American women, even though his gorgeous mom is an African. I don't know. Well, let me not say that she's African American because again, we were brought here, and a lot of us, we're not all from born and raised. Our ancestors, that is, born and raised in Africa, like a lot of people think in history. No, it's a lot of Indians here in the United States too. So and she's extremely intelligent. She's extremely smart. And my thing is, for your mom to be as intelligent as she is, I think she came up with the very first non-surgical, was it sickle cell or some type of cancer? She's a doctor, and she came up with a type of medicine or treatment for people with sickle cell, I believe, where they don't have to get certain kind of treatments or whatever. She's behind that. She's the one that came up with it. Your dark skinned beautiful mom is the one that came up with that idea. But I'll say I don't like African American women. I don't like them. Or by whatever. Your mom is gorgeous and she actually reared you good. So when he said he doesn't want African American woman, dark skinned woman, the majority of the women, you think about it, majority of the women that he cheats on Cardi B with are dark skinned African American women or dark skinned enriched melanin women. Yet melanin women continue to embrace. Yet, Russia, I said when melanin women continue to embrace melanin men who doesn't respect melanin women overall, they are allowing, supporting, and enabling those inconsiderate, egocentric melanin men to boost their boldness. And oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Uh, okay. Their boldness and just flat out, you know, ignorant, ignominious behaviors toward melanin women. They continue, you're enabling them when you continue to do that. Sadly, a lot of melanin women are too loyal to the wrong type of melanin men and have such a vehement Stockholm syndrome mentality that melanin men, excuse that many melanin women will feel sorry for melanin men who intentionally and continuously berates, disrespect, and disregard melanin women without provocation. Many melanin women make justifications for those types of melanin men. Um, Melanin males, insolent behaviors toward melanin women by trying to use society's discrimination and injustices against melanin men as excuses, as if we, as melanin women, are not by society always been discriminated against. We have always been discriminated against. Um, We've always caught all, so much hell. We catch so much hell. Um, just as much as melanin men do, even though it's not in the same manner. We still catch it. The fact that there are four more melanin single mothers, that's single melanin fathers here in the USA, shows that melanin women deals with a lot of discrimination and disrespect, not just from society, but from melanin men as well. Now, on a good note, though, that I have to give a good shout out, big, huge shout out to, is this beautiful soul right here. This man right here. Boy, LeBron James. Mad love and respect to LeBron James and other melanin male celebrities who doesn't blame melanin women for any of their insecurities, anything that goes wrong in their lives, any of their self-esteem, struggles or issues, especially in general. But he uplifts and support melanin women and melanin people, period. However, though mostly all melanin males who seems to have such strong dislike hatred towards not just melanin women, but enriched complexion melanin women are enriched melanin complexion themselves. That self-hatred is real and it's very disturbing and sickening. Now, this dude right here, Aber Hainsworth, I know you guys remember this idiot right here. Okay, he claimed that his white wife abused him and called him the N word. I don't believe that one bit. Because if he stayed in the marriage and let her berate him like that and disrespect him like that, he deserved it because he shouldn't try to blame us. Like, my thing is, if you want to be with somebody on the opposite or the different nationality, group or whatever, that's fine. But don't blame that group that you don't want as, and try to use an excuse, because let the truth be told, I put it to you this way. I have worked in uh, may have worked in family children's court. I've worked with as a legal secretary in civil court. I mean, in civil law. I have worked in and do community activism work. Worked with Atlanta Police Department Zone Tree and Neighborhood Planning Unit. May have done a lot of things, and I've been in different states, and I visit a few different countries. And I must say that no matter what state you went to, the mentality with melanin men against melanin women has always been so disrespectful for no reason. I did a post. I don't think I put it up though. I think I forgot, but I'm gonna put it up. How many melanin men can honestly say that a woman tried to talk to them? She catcalled him, and he declined, and she got upset and cussed him out, even tried to kill him or shoot him, or did shoot him or kill him, or a family member, because if she killed him, of course, you, you won't be able to say it. But how many melanin men have experienced that? This young lady right here, Aisha McFadden. She was murdered and killed, I think like December the 5th, by this monster right here. Because he catcalled her and she rejected it, and then he had the audacity to grab her by her butt. And she's with her children at that. She was with a couple of her children, or one or two of her children. And this man killed her in front of her children. He didn't care. Why is it so why have such disrespect and disregard? This lady don't bother him. She don't know him. She doesn't owe this man nothing. Why just a blunt, cold-hearted disrespect to melanin women? Is all I'm saying. You can have your preference, but why is it that a lot of melanin men, I even see it on social media where they just go around and they just start tearing down melanin women for no reason, and then when melanin women clap back and they start, defending themselves and they honor, they melanin men can't handle it. I noticed that melanin men can't handle what they dish out. The ones that do stuff like that. All melanin men are not like that, but I have it's sad to say that a majority of the ones that I have unfortunately had the dishonor of running into or across have been very disrespectful like that. You know, they're like, oh, let's just be friends. Well, we friends, then stop trying to sleep with me. Do you sleep with your homeboy? If your homeboy needs to borrow $40, do you tell him, okay, what you gonna do for me? If you try to screw your homeboy unless you like that, you trisexual, bisexual, quadruple sexual, however you get your freak on. But the thing is, don't handle me any kind of way because I'm a woman and because I have a punani and I have tits and booty. That doesn't mean that you get to rope on me because you want to and use me as a sex toy because you want to, or for us to be friends, that I have to give myself to you. No, we don't have to do that. But that's the kind of treatment that a lot of melanin women get. And so, I have to state this before I get off track. Melanin women, especially the darker skinned tone women, has always been treated ill mannered since slavery, from forcing them to be circus acts, playing, placing gags and muzzles on their faces and mouths to keep them from screaming, doing torture and abuse and dehumanizing acts, forced into prostitution, even forcing the little dark complexioned little girls into sex trafficking, forced to breastfeed their their captors' babies and raise their captors' children. And so much more dehumanized and degrading acts against enriched melanin women. It happened to melanin women, period, and melanin people, but especially to the darker skin. Or the darker you are, the worse the treatment for you. And so when we're dealing with idiots like Twista, who had the audacity to go against these two young ladies without provocation, I mean, you know, I just don't get it. Like, what was he trying to prove? And I just really, again, love how Bernice handled the situation. Let me show you guys a better picture of Bernice. This is her right here, Bernice Burgos. She's a model, and she's absolutely stunning. She's gorgeous. And so is Skate. Here's Skate. Look at her. This lady is so beautiful. I love her outfit. And the thing about it, she dresses up very nice for her size. Like, she doesn't try to make herself stand out and or degrade herself. She's just an absolutely beautiful queen. So to be disrespected like that by this old potato face, washed up barracuda looking monster, it's just really sad and it's disheartening. Hold on, I'm sorry, because that one went out. So let me take this picture off over here, and then I'm gonna have to get my charger. Come on, there we go. So I'm gonna have to go get the charger. So y'all bear with me to plug this up. Let's see. Let me move Muppet face because I don't want y'all eyes. I don't want nobody going blind and trying to blame me for it because of this ugliness, all this sin in your eyes. But while I go, I would like for you all to check out. Dang, how you get back up here with your ugly self? No, 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 no. Go. Thank you. We'd like for you all to check out my featured business of this week. It is called Yardy Organic Products. And I would like for you guys to go to Yardy's Instagram and Facebook page and look at all of the natural soaps, body body and skin products that they have, hair products, natural. This is like true natural, organic natural. This isn't pretentious natural. This is truthfully natural. So you all can check them out. And here's the hair product. Some of the hair products, well, a few of them that's listed right here that you can check out. Oh, did I hit it? Okay. And the hair growth serum. And then here is how you contact them and join their social media. So let me go get this charger cord. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to put this device on charger. It was like really strange. It was charged all the way up. I think it's something wrong with the wiring here because I've been having a lot of these kind of issues with the electricity, and I keep telling them like something is going on. Like there's some kind of electrical issue in this building. And like you guys better fix it because I've been complaining, and God forbid anything happen, they're gonna get, they're gonna have to pay. Shoot, fuck that. But anyway, but yeah, that's the business feature small independent um business of the week. And if you guys would like, you can go and visit um the website www.cc. That's why that device, it would have been so much easier for me to just go on there and change up, but I can't put my screens up right now, so I'll just put them up in the description and everything because I don't want to have to keep getting up because I will have to keep getting up, keep getting up. But you know what I can actually do? Bear with me one moment. Let me put this back up. I got a idea. I should have did this before. Y'all told me to do it and I didn't listen, so forgive me. Y'all tell you to do something, you don't listen. Yes, people, yes. I don't give up, doggone it. And I'm telling you, today is the first day that I've experienced this. And the other day, y'all know, look at the previous videos. Today has been one of those days, and they said before you get your big break, something always go go awry. Well, I hope that's true because this show enough is a day that everything that could go awry went awry. So hopefully my big break will be waiting when I get finished. Because if that's the way it's supposed to go down, then shoot, doggone it, let's go. I'm for it. I'm all game. Man, ready. As soon as I can get this cord off. And this is another thing that's weird because this cord is never, they're folded. That's the thing, they're literally neatly folded together. I'm telling you, it got to be a blessing behind this. It got to be something miraculous getting ready to happen for me. Something that I've been praying for and asking y'all for because everything that can go around, like I said, has been doing just that. And then look, like I'm trying to plug this up. Even the plugs don't even want to act right. Plugs like I ain't going. I don't want to be plugged in. I don't care, woman. I don't want to be plugged in. Leave me the hell alone. Look at that. I told you. Okay, Lord, what do you have up your sleeve for me? Because it have to be something. It got to be something. Because this right here is just too much. So you got to have a ram in the bush, as the Bible says. But I'm not religious at all. I quote from different parables all the time. So y'all see me? Now y'all see what I don't want to do, right? Oh, it's not plugged in all the way. There we go. So I will not be defeated, guys. When I tell you I will not be defeated, I mean that. Not going to be defeated. Turn this off. So let me turn this on. Hopefully it'll stay on because it's only at 1%. Even though it's plugged up. Because I want to I'm, you know what it is. I know what it is. Anytime I start talking about issues like this, it's always some kind of crazy mess that happens. Like um the last time I talked about something similar to this, I got real sick and I passed out twice earlier that day. Like literally, I passed out. I was sick as a dog from I need you to just cooperate. Hey guys, honey. And I tell you everything that goes, man. And this computer and this StreamYard, oh shoot, do not get it together. It's gonna be smoke in the city. You heard me? It's gonna be smoke up into the city. Cause I'm live. I'm looking at it. It's trying to give me a hard time. Enter the studio. Let me mute. Whatever. Anywho, here we go, people. I'm so sorry about that. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and brand right quick. Let me go ahead and get Yardi branded on here. This is Yardi Organic Products. This is my featured business of the week. They have natural soaps, natural body body cleansers and skin products and stuff like that. So if you would like to go to Yardi, you can follow them on Instagram, IG at Y_O_P876. You can also follow them on Facebook, facebook.com/YOP876. Also, um, if you would like, let me show you guys the campaign. Okay, so my Gloves On campaign, for those who don't know what that's about, my Gloves On campaign is advocating for those with chronic illness diseases. Um, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I moved too fast. I moved way too fast. Let me slow down. Let me show you guys some of the products that they have. Okay, this is some of the soap. This is tea tree knee soap. This is right here is the Papa Seed lemon soap. They have soap that's called Triple Treat. I think that's turmeric, ginger, and something else in it. I can't see. Then they have ginger, garlic and turmeric soap. I never heard that. I'm gonna try it because garlic is actually good for your skin, but it smells. Here's turmeric soap mix, and then there's another triple type soap, this mixture soap. If you guys want to send me a comment, you can send a comment to me. I can actually see your comment, so you can communicate with me if you like. Just leave a comment for me, and we can communicate like that. But yeah, this is the feature business of the week is Yardi. Um, Let me go ahead and show you guys the skin product right here. Hair growth serum right here stimulates hair growth, increase thickness, and that's exactly what I need. So I'm going to be ordering this myself. Uh, but you definitely want to go on to their IG and Facebook page, and you want to follow them. You can also call that number right there. Preferably, like if you have WhatsApp or something, you can contact them. Um, and they be here in the States, even though we have the number. So, you can get your products and stuff. So don't be hesitating. Get your products, get your stuff. Um, Now, let me go back down. So for my Gloves On campaign, I really would appreciate anybody who would like to be a sponsor to Patreon or make a donation. Right now, I'm actually doing a giveaway with donations. If you make a donation of $75, you will receive this free 2021 calendar and a special gift that they actually created myself because I really want people to understand what chronic illnesses and diseases is all about. particularly the ones that I battle because I have several. There are several of them that I battle. So it for me is very personal, and you all are welcome to make a donation if you like for $75 and receive a free calendar and a special gift. If you donate $100, you will receive a throw and pillow set in the campaign colors, which is white, purple, and gold, and a special gift from yours truly. And if you make a donation $150, you will receive a throw and pillow set and this 2021 customized calendar and a special gift from yours truly. So those are some options for you if you want to contribute and donate to my Gloves On campaign. And those who have seen my photos and those who actually been following me for a minute, you guys absolutely know that I actually, when I get donations and stuff, I actually use the donation towards whatever cause that, I'm raising the money for. But if you don't want to make that much of a donation, you can make any amount you want. I'm not picky. I just be grateful. There's the Cash App for those who are Cash App fan. I know a lot of people like to use Cash App. So I just have gotten more flexible because at first I was 1% strict and rigid about no PayPal. It all depends on what it is. You still, depending on what it is now, you still have to go to the website. But something like this, you can make a donation through, through the Cash App. Um, Also, if you want to make a donation through PayPal, you can make a donation through PayPal at paypal.me/CHENLLC. So you have options. You have options. Baby, I have options too. I know I guess I love that song. If you're gonna choose between me and her, then don't choose me. That's right, because I'm not an option, damn it. That's what. And listen, Melanin women, stop letting these disrespectful, behind ass Melanin guys try to make you an option. Like you can't do, like you don't have options. Hell, we got options. We have plenty of options. The thing is, we just too dang on loyal and stuff, and we stay committed to people for that we should be staying committed to. Like if they don't want to be supportive and fair with us, don't be supportive and fair with them. I mean, like seriously. I mean, you don't have to treat them wrong or bad. Just disassociate yourself with them altogether. But anywho, this covers everything pretty much that I was talking about with dummy. But follow my advocacy Gloves On campaign mission right here at Lucas Slayer. That is on. Let me see. Let me pull it up so you guys can actually see. Okay, so I have Lucas Slayer here on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you would like to follow me on YouTube, that's Lucas Slayers, 2 words, because you got to have so many amount of people, just stupid, in order for you to get a link, which is really dumb because people need links. Duh. Anywho, so that's something that you can do for the Gloves On campaign, or you can just go to my website if you like, like. Let me go to this and find this for you. Here it is, okay? I have a lot of labels, so you can go right here. It's down at the bottom. It's running through the bottom. So you guys, because I didn't want to put it in, but you can go to the Gloss On campaign if you like. But yeah, but we do need to find out what it is about why melanin men are a lot of more and more, not all of them, but there's still a large number of melanin men that are seeming to turn against melanin women, want to blame melanin women for their um, failures in life or their incompetencies, their insecurities. Anything that is negative, we are automatically blamed for it. It's never their fault. It's never the fact that maybe you're not, he's not applying himself, or maybe it's the fact that, she's standing up for herself and not allowing him to treat her any kind of way, being disrespectful to her, because I'm just being realistic. And I know, guys, this is the thing. I know a lot of times people like, oh, male code, there's like girl code, you got male code. But men, especially men who have daughters, we all, male and female, we all come from a woman. I mean, like, a woman has carried us in her womb, growing a whole freaking human being up in her body, in our bodies. We grow human beings in our bodies for almost an entire freaking year. Are you kidding me? You, as a male, would not even exist if it was for females, because I'm gonna be realistic, and I know this is gonna get real deep for some people, but you can go do your own, again, research. People always want you to give them all the information. They never want to go research stuff for themselves. I would give you some information, and sometimes I would give you direct links and stuff, but I like for people to research things out for themselves so they can learn and know how to research. Because a lot of people don't know how to actually research. They think they do, but they don't. And find out there was, before certain chromosomes crossed over, we as women was our own productive organs. We didn't have to, for us to reproduce, we didn't have to have a male counterpart. So it's not, I mean, let's just be realistic, that's really the only thing that we need a male for, is to procreate. And these days, you don't even need a male. Well, you still need a male because you still need to fertilize. So either way, you still need a male, whether it's directly or indirectly. But we used to procreate without males. Okay. And I know this is real deep and it sounds foolish. Check with the CDC.gov. Go check. Go do your own research, is all I'm saying. And you'll find out that I'm not sitting up here talking out the side of my neck and stuff. I know it sounds ludicrous and I know it sounds impossible, but guess what? It is possible and it has happened, used to happen. But that's been like millions of years ago, of course. Go figure, right? But anyway, but you guys, I mean, I really want you guys' feedback. Like, I need to know, especially from males. I really need to know this from melanin men. Why do you feel like a lot of melanin men are so disrespectful to melanin women? And mind you, again, let me just reiterate, when Twista busted up behind himself, start started with Gay, when he started dogging out Gaby at Gobourey with no provocation. She didn't provoke him. She didn't say anything to him. He just decided that he was going to take it upon himself to post this top star option A, top star 401k, make $30,000 an hour, own house, own car, no kids. Who y'all? And then he goes for B, no job, staying, staying couch 2, no car, 12,000 followers on whatever, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies. Who y'all choosing, A or B? And the fact that he would do that, I'm like, why are you trying to pin two melanin women against each other? And this happens so much where melanin men do this. A lot of melanin men do that. They even would cheat with it and wanting and hoping and expecting the women to fight over them. It's like it gives them confidence. And a lot of times they would eat it on. A lot of times they'd be like, "Baby, you will let her talk to you like that and stuff." And it's like they instigate it, because that's someone who's really insecure with themselves or have an egotistical problem. When someone's very egotistic, that's also a sense of insecurity. It's a it's a silent insecurity, but they have to feel, the only way they can feel inferior is to be egotistic, because if they don't feel ego, if they don't allow that part of them to flare up, they are not going to feel good about themselves. If they really behind the surface have extremely low self-esteem and insecurities. Even though I don't care how good looking, that man is. I don't care how successful he is. There's still some underlying insecurities there, some way, somehow, where maybe he don't want you to have more than him. Maybe he don't want you to shine brighter than him. Maybe he don't want you to. Uh, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me move this banner. Maybe he doesn't want you to. I mean, not this brand. Maybe he doesn't want you to advance more further than him first. Some men are like that, and some you got male and females. But the reason I'm specifically addressing men is because this kind of behavior, especially in entertainment, and you have a lot of melanin men who have the tendency they like music videos, for instance. You may see some of us in their videos, like dark skinned melanin women, but that's about it. It's always just about promo. It's about money, which we understand that that's how they get bread. All right, more power to you, but don't degrade. You don't have to degrade melanin women to make yourself feel good and to justify yourself not wanting to be with melanin women. And I don't I don't think some of these melanin men realize that when they, especially when you go to other groups of people and you tear down your own, it does not make them really want admire you in that light like you may think they do. There's something that they want out of you and from you, especially if you're rich. They want a comfortable life. They want to have that house on the top of the hill. They want to be able to fly out to Italy and have dinner, by on the pier and watch over over the lakes and over the rivers and stuff. So for them, it's more of a convenience and a lifestyle that they get a chance to enjoy from being married to you or being bothered with you. Because to be honest, and this is something we have heard a lot of white. Let me tell you, I've heard a lot of white women say it, but especially Hispanic women, that they would not be with a broke melanin man. That he have to be bald. He got to have money for them to be with him, or it's not worth it. You don't believe me? Go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube. Y'all would be surprised, y'all melanin men who sit up here and degrade melanin women. Just go on YouTube and see what a lot of the white women and non-melanin women are saying about y'all and about your attitude, about your own complexions, your own group and shades of people. See what they say, how they really truthfully feel about you. One white lady, she's like, black guys think that it's a prize when they want to be with us, like it is boosting up our self esteem. It's a prize and a benefit for us. She's like, it isn't. She was so serious. Like this chick did not crack a smile. And it's like she was just disgusted. And it was funny because this guy was so cocky and arrogant. He was just like so happy that he got this white chick in his car and he just thinking he all that. And I'm noticing that a lot of the melanin guys that are doing this are really are my complexion or darker. Or they're dark, they're in that darker tone. And I'm just like, do you really hate your skin tone that much that you feel like if you have children with somebody of, you know, that they're not going to be looked down upon, or do you feel like you've accomplished something because you can say, oh, look at my babies. Yeah, look how dark I am, but look how light my children. Don't you know you can be with two dark skinned people can be together and have a light skinned child? My son, for the longest of time, he was light. And it was so funny because even his grandmother on his dad's side, when she first saw him, she was skeptical because she's just looking like, why he's so light? Even as he got older, sometimes babies come out really late, but in time, some babies do, some babies come out, beautiful and rich melanin. But my son was like light to the point where people will always thought that he was either white or he was mixed. They always thought he was Hispanic and black. And they will always ask me, oh, he's and because it's so thick curly hair and a little baby with all this thick, beautiful curly hair. And so people always thought that he was mixed, you know. And that just goes to show the stereotype. You can have a dark skinned baby who has really thick curly hair like that, and they would think that that baby is mixed. But because you see a lighter skinned baby with curly hair, you assume that this child is mixed. And my son's dad is darker than me. And y'all see how dark and chocolate and rich he is. His dad is darker than me. And we had a bright ass baby. Dang on, ultra bright, especially compared to us. And so in time, though, he's, being out in the sun and in that chlorine in the pool, his skin started turning. I hate chlorine because it does that. You wear sunblock, you ain't gonna stop it. I don't know. There's something about the chlorine. It darkens, cause your skin to get darker. But what's like crazy about it, he's like a chameleon because if he's in colder, like when the weather gets cool, he gets like 3, 4 shades lighter. I'm just like, how are you just gonna bright up on me, ultra bright, dang on, highlighted? It's funny. In the summer, he gets back, his pecan brown walnut. I say he's more like a walnut almond. Not even almond's too dark. He's not that dark. He's like a mocha. And then and when it gets cold, he kind of gets almost like a French vanilla, kind of like he gets lighter. And that's like really, that's so funny because I'm like looking at him and I'm just like, you are going literally getting brighter in front of me. And his body has been doing that. His skin rather has always done that. So I don't know what that's about. I'm not an expert in stuff like that. I need to actually research it because that'd be something I could research. But anyway, yeah, so when he decided he was going to tear her down like that, I was like really upset because she's very beautiful. Um, Gabriel, she's a very successful woman. That's the thing. Like see, you got to be careful who you put your mouth on because this young lady is extremely talented. She's very popular. She's well loved. She's not just well liked. She's very well loved um, in Hollywood and you know on that facet. And so, he didn't realize who he was messing with. And, he could have his whole career blackballed by messing with the wrong person. And then the fact that he had the audacity to try to blame his crew. And I'm sorry, people who works with him and for him, I would start finding another outlet, another job, because the fact that this man would sit up here and try to throw you all under the bus and blame you all for his asinineness says a lot about him. That means he didn't even want to take no accountability for anything. He threw you all 100% under the bus. So you all cannot even trust Twista, okay? I don't like people like that who do shady, trifling ish and then want to try to blame everybody else and throw other people up under the bus. And this is the young lady that he had the audacity to try to compare her to. As I mean, she's gorgeous, of course, but I'm just saying she wasn't even with it. Bernice Burgos did not like it. She hated the fact that her picture, her image was taken and used to try to tear down another woman. She did not like that at all. She felt extremely disrespected because it is disrespectful. It is extremely disrespectful to have someone to take your picture and compare you to another woman, have another woman compared to you, especially a melanin woman. When we deal with so much as it is, we are always, melanin women, especially we are more body shamed than any other group of women publicly on TV. It doesn't matter. We are always body shamed the most. We are looked down upon the most. We're criticized the most as melanin women out of all groups of women. It's always something derogatory. And it's just like that's what our ancestors had to deal with, during the time of slavery. So why would you want to turn around and if it what slave with kidnappers. I don't even want to like calling them slave owners because I'm gonna call them what they is. They're monsters. They're torturers. They're demons. They're devils. They sit up there and had people kidnapped, even bought people that they knew was kidnapped and was sold into sex slavery, had license to enslave our ancestors and stuff. No, you're a monster. You have no respect for me at all. You know, you carry that legacy and have that kind of mindset and have no respect for you at all. But you know, we were already treated so dehumanizing as it is. So when melanin men turn around and they dehumanize us as melanin women, they're no better than those people who did that to our ancestors. You're no better than that. And if you have self-hatred issues because you're dark skinned and you want to be a lighter tone, okay, well guess what? We don't have nothing to do with that. We didn't create your ass. I mean, we carry babies, but we have no control over your growth and your and how what skin tone you come out and all of that stuff like that. I mean, you could have two white people that can come. Rarely does it happen, but they can have, rarely it has happened, but they have dark skinned babies. We can produce pretty much actually any genetic, in any ethnicity of children. We can, our genes dominate the most. So it was just really disheartening to see Kodak. I'm not talking Kodak Black. He's another disgusting little piece of. But it was very disgusting for Twister to do that, to try to body shame Gabriel for no reason. She doesn't bother nobody. That's the part that really just angered me the most. It's like, why is it that some melanin men just like to always just want to just try to tear melanin women down for no damn reason? Like, why? If his ass knew about it, he looked at it, he laughed about it, he thought it was good, he thought it was going to boost him up because he's a washed up, down, old, old gray baby, wherever he from, freaking, rapper, and he figured that that's going to get him some clout, that's going to get him some down sun, that was going to get him, you know, it got him some shade, all right, but not the shade that he wanted. And it's just ridiculous. So anyway, I'm gone. You guys take care, and thanks again for watching, everybody who has watched. If you need a invigorating speaker for any events that you have coming up, where I talk about child abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, church spiritual abuse, cervical ovarian cancer, emotional abuse, domestic violence, employer abuse, health battles, and more. So yeah, I've been through a lot. So I can talk from a place of experience, not a place of, well, this is what I heard somebody tell me that they went through. No, I can tell you by my own personal experiences. You can follow me on all my social media platforms. It's all that Chaz on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, but on YouTube you got to spell out the whole name, all that Chaz, because um, as you know, you got to have a certain amount of followers. So y'all make sure y'all following me too, please, on my YouTube channel, so I can build it up like I need to, so I can start monetizing as well, so that I can also have money to support my Gloves On campaign. Because every time you guys support me in anything, monetarily, it enables me to invest in my Gloves On campaign. So all that chats for YouTube, okay? Also, if you like, you can also, just to reiterate, well, follow my entertainment company too. Don't forget, I have an entertainment company which I work out of with All That Chaz. All That Chaz is not separate from, well, it is a separate entity, but it's within C Entertainment Network. So make sure you guys are following on that platform as well. And again, if anyone wants to make a donation, a patron to my my fees and towards my campaign, my Blood Soul campaign, advocating for those with chronic illnesses and diseases, or just want to show support to a small independent business, you're welcome to make that donation. Sponsorship payment, was sponsorship donation, or should I say? Make sure you put that too. When you look, when you send, make sure you state donation. Okay, you can state donation or you can state sponsorship because you want to be able to take write it off on your taxes. So Cash App, dollar sign, CHEENLLC is the tag for my Cash App and for my oh no, sorry, for my PayPal. It is PayPal me, PayPal.me, oh, PayPal.me/CHENLLC. Oh, boy, this been a crazy day. I'm gonna have to redo this whole session because everything that was going could go wrong was going wrong, and I'm not happy. So I was not pleased with the way everything came out. With my video, I had to restart from scratch and everything, so it's much longer than it was supposed to. I actually started on time at 10:30, but you see, it's 12:38 because of all of the technical issues that I was having. I'm just like, what the deal, man? Like, what the dang on freaking deal? Sheesh. But again, don't forget to support the feature business, um, small independent business. Let's lift each other up. Let's support each other, guys, because I'm telling you, what we're getting ready to come face with in society, we're going to need to lean on each other. So let's make sure that we're supporting each other. Yardy Organic Products, they have very great products, and most companies, businesses like these, especially, I'm actually an actual supporter myself, um, of those companies. So in businesses, so I don't just ask you to support things that I don't support myself, um, or if they whatever type of service or whatever I haven't used, even if it's not that particular company, if it's not something I use, I try to stay within what I use or what I support in general. Because like I'm not a ganja smoker or use cannabis, so I wouldn't promote a cannabis company or make it as a business. Or we not because I of anything for me, like any discrimination against it or anything. I just don't use cannabis oil. I tried it before, it didn't work for me at all. And I tried different kinds. And it's like every time I tell they be like, oh, well, try this. I try. I'm not going to sit up here and try 50, 60 different types of products. I'm just letting you know my body does not respond easy like that. That's just how my body is. And a lot of people, they don't want to hear that. They think that because it's cannabis, that it cures everything, and it doesn't work that way. If it was that was the case, I would be sitting up here struck still dealing with what I'm dealing with now. So, especially for all this time, so it's not that cut and dry like people think it is. But I really appreciate the concern though, and I appreciate your enthusiasm. But that does not work for me. But anyway, I'm gone for real. Y'all take care and thank you so much for watching. God bless, one love, peace, and I'm out like a light. Mwah.